Alrighty guys, welcome on back. Welcome to another episode of Devil's Den, and we are back. Tonight, the New Jersey Devils played the Philadelphia Flyers with the Philadelphia Flyers playoff hopes and dreams on the line, and they just sort of did it. So, Devils lose 1-0 to the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers get the shutout. New Jersey, it didn't really put up much of a fight tonight. It really wasn't. Second period, they definitely tried to pile it on. But overall, Devils played, which I feel like is unfortunately customary at this point for the Devils to just be, I understand that the Devils are out of the playoffs mathematically. There's no shot that they're going to be able to make it, but it's just why am I looking around? Oh, that's right. That's why. Reading my notes. Doesn't matter. The Devils just sort of play, I know they're out of the playoffs, but it would have been nice for them to show a little bit of oomph just to kind of screw with the Flyers, which would be really nice, but they didn't. Flyers win 1-0. Now, before I start with the game, I actually want to ask you guys a question, because I'm not going to lie, I'm drawing a blank right now. So, we have one game left. We've got one game on Tuesday, I think Monday, Tuesday, one of them. We got a game on Monday or Tuesday. It's the last game of the season until next season starts up in October. So, from halfway to April to mid-October, I'm not really sure what you guys want me to do. If you have any ideas for videos for the off season, obviously we're going to be talking free season, free agencies, signings, trades. Obviously, any Devils stuff that happens, I'm going to cover it. But besides that, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing. If you guys have any ideas, please feel free to let me know. If there's anything you guys want to see in particular, I don't know if you guys want me to cover the playoffs, a particular team in the playoffs. I don't know. Anyways, we'll deal with that later. So, Devils lose 1-0 to the Flyers. So, let's kind of break down the game a little bit, because I have started taking notes for every single game so that I can at least have something to sort of speak to when I do these videos instead of just doing it off the cuff. So, first period. The Flyers outshot the Devils, period. They had more offensive pressure, more offensive zone time. Kahkonen, by the way, I thought was great tonight. He only lets in one, where the Flyers end up having like over 20 shots on net with not much of a response from the Devils. But first period, the defense played decently well, because we end the first period 0-0. It's a tie game after the first, which is kind of refreshing given the fact that the Devils don't really have the best track record at keeping the puck out of their net in the first period. What is it, like 52 to 55 games this season or more at this point where they allow the first goal? So having a 0-0 game is kind of interesting, I guess. Flyers had a really big opportunity for a 5-on-3. They had a 5-on-3 power play. Devils killed it. I thought that was probably one of the best parts of the game, where the Devils are like, okay, hunker down. We're gonna kill this. They've got like over 2.5 minutes of 5-on-3, and I thought they did really well there. First period ends. It's 0-0. So Devils do well defensively for the most part, not too well offensively, though the same thing can be said to the Flyers. Anyways, second period, and this is where stuff got good, okay? I thought the second period was probably the most entertaining part of the entire game. So, second period, every single shot that we took in the second, not every single shot, most of, like 70 to 80% of the shots that we took in the second period got blocked. They didn't even reach the net, okay? You might be asking me, why is it an exciting second period when, like, almost none of our shots got to the net? Because it shows that the guys are actually shooting the puck, which feels rare to me now, because the Devils don't have a good track record of applying continuous pressure offensively, which, again, it might sound weird because this is a team built around offense, from Hughes to Bratt to Meyer to Mercer to Holtz to Palat to, like, the team is built for offense. And a lot of the times in a lot of the games this year, especially recently, they can't put up a whole lot of offensive pressure for a sustained amount of time. So the fact that Philly is having to get in front of these shots and block them over and over and over and over them shows the Devils are able to like actually get some pressure tonight, which was great in the second period. The Flyers had an absolutely massive opportunity. I think it was at the 14-minute mark. Flyers get the puck in the slot, take the shot on net. Kahkonen, big body, makes a save, comes right back out in front of them. Devils defense get caught up in the rest of the Flyers, and they get another shot like 2 feet in front of Kahkonen. He makes another big save. Again, Kahkonen playing great tonight. At the 10-minute mark, Devils got a power play and almost get a goal. However, they just had to play with my emotions because they get a power play, they almost score, the Flyers take it the other direction and score for a shorthanded goal on a breakaway in which they had less dudes on the ice than the Devils did. I don't understand shorthanded goals. They shouldn't be allowed to exist. Shorthanded goals just shouldn't happen, guys. If you have more guys on the ice than they do, there's no reason why every single guy, especially one of them, shouldn't be getting tag teamed so he doesn't go in a breakaway of all things. Anyways, Devils turn it over. Flyers score. On the shorthanded breakaway, it's 1-0, and 1-0 it will remain for the rest of the game because the Devils couldn't put it in the net. You know, that whole offensive build team can't get... Anyways. At 3:50, Brett gets... this is something that absolutely frustrated me. Brett has, probably the best opportunity in the entirety of the game to score or tie it up. He gets the puck... So he takes the puck off a Flyer. He kind of stumbles and bumbles, and he manages to get 4 to 5 feet in front of the Flyers goaltender, and there's no one around him. He does a weird little hokey pokey twirl, has the time, looks the goalie in the eye, stares into his soul, and then passes the puck. Jasper, career high season in points. Shoot the puck, please. I don't understand. Shoot. End of the period. The shots are 17-11 Flyers. I think the Devils had 4 shots on net that entire second period. They probably had 15 to 20 opportunities to put the puck on the net, but again, the Flyers, big body gentlemen, are able to just keep blocking shots. And then we go to the third period, which was honestly not that impressive from either side. It was just a shutdown period for the Flyers. Devils got more shots on net, way more than the first and the second period. So there at least was something there, but it was very much just a shutdown period. It was, goalies being goalieing the other team, defense stepping up. We couldn't get anything going. Flyers are just a big team. They're a big, burly team. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact they have guys like Kahkonen on their team, they'd probably look like a Western Conference team in terms of the way that they play. Big, burly, stand you up, rock 'em, sock 'em, very Western style. New Jersey does not play well against those kind of teams. Anyways, speaking of Kahkonen, the third period, Kahkonen ends up getting a freaking breakaway again, by the way. Get the shot. Kahkonen has to make a huge save, keeps the puck out, and it remains 1-0. If that had gone in, I would have lost my mind. However, in Kevin Ball's attempt to try to, stop him from going on a breakaway, he gets a holding call. He takes a penalty. Devils kill it off. It's all good. It's still 1-0. What else did I have? All right. Devils. There you go. I'm literally just reading off of this piece of paper at this point. So, for the last 2 or 3 minutes, when the Devils pull the empty net, they decide to play with all sorts of urgency. And this is something that has happened all year round, where they play sort of casual meh hockey throughout the majority of the game. And then, like, the dying minutes of the game, they decide, all right, I should be competing. And then they like, put the pedal to the metal. Nothing occurs of it. It just, because the Philadelphia Flyers kick the puck out. But it's just annoying when every single time you have the Devils, like, not putting in, and I'm not saying they're not trying. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that. But sometimes it feels like they sort of have this this sort of laissez-faire, like, oh, you know, it'll be fine kind of behavior. And then, like, the second, like, the 2 to 3 minutes of the third period, where they're down by, like, 2-3 goals, they decide to score, or they put on all of the effort then. How many times this year have the Devils been down like 2-1, 3-1, 4-0 or whatever, and we get like 2 goals in like a minute and a half? It's so weird. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a coaching thing. I don't know if it's a player thing where they're like, oh yeah, we should probably start trying now. But yeah, that's the game. Flyers win 1-0. Flyers get the shutout, and Devils lose. Devils lose. It's honestly, it doesn't even matter at this point. It really doesn't. Flyers managed to keep their playoff dreams alive. I think they jump back into the wild card, or they're now have the same amount of points, or they're a point down. So we'll see what happens. New Jersey's got 1 game left. We're playing, I think it is the Islanders on Monday or Tuesday, and then our season's done. So at this point, I'm kind of looking forward to the offseason to sort of see what Fitzgerald does in terms of signings, trades, the goalie situation. What's he going to do with Brendan Smith? Please don't bring him back. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We got 1 more game. I'll be making a video for the final New Jersey Devils game of the 2023-2024 season. And then that'll be it until October, which is why I need you guys to give me ideas, because I've been thinking this for a couple of days. I have no idea what I'm going to do besides the odd off-season stuff, like signings and trades and stuff like that, because we still have all of the playoffs to go through, and then we have like 2 to 3 months where like there's no news whatsoever, and then we get into like July, August, and people start doing things. I don't want to go 2, 3, 4 months without making a video. It feels weird, considering I try to make videos at least like 2 to 3 times a week. All right, that's gonna be it, guys. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Adios.